kill one and kill one. And kill one and kill one.
The difference between Buddhism and the like a Lacanian-Hegelian understanding of the subject is that alienation is proper to the Lacanian and Hegelian subject to the extent that we have to take it up, right? That our alienation is something that is proper to the failed status of subjectivity. Mm-hmm. But in Buddhism, the desire, so to speak, but the goal, rather, or the path to enlightenment is to become unalienated from experience through detachment.
Yeah.
Like it's so, like, great, you know what I mean? It's so interesting, like that, an unalienated experience to basically dwell in being, to dwell in the real, is to be detached from what is ultimately an alienating experience. But and so the Lacanian and Hegelian perspective is not so different, but obviously fucking fundamentally different. It's
and
like,
then the effects of that, like the lived kind of effects of that, as like I find in Buddhism as a kind of way of life, is a necessary detachment from the world. The gave up pretty fucking fast.
No,
no.
I'm just kidding. No, but you could say in that sense that Buddhism is quite conservative, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. It's very hierarchical too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is a whole. That's our next episode on Buddhism is just talking about the fucking hierarchy. I can't believe we didn't even mention. But
we're gonna have to talk about the oceans of Mahakalas and supreme wondrous city and unsurpassable enlightenment and the 13,
next week we have
13 bhumis and the skandhas and the six realms and the animal and the hungry ghosts and the human realm and the jealous god realm. I mean, there's so much to talk about, Jacob.
We can get
young Jacob.
There's one more thing I wanted to add in terms of the kind of Buddhist, the rise of the Buddhist experience or Buddhist interest in Buddhism these days. Is it actually fits very well what we were saying in our Eurocentrism episode with multiculturalism, is that this kind of return to tradition as a way to counter the dislocation that we feel in our lives. Like Buddhism not only is this thousands-year-old tradition, but it's also a completely different one, right? Mm-hmm. And we can kind of hold on to something that feels very real because the rest of the world not only doesn't feel right, but actually in the Buddhist sense isn't even a thing. It's an illusion. So like I think that part of the interest that we're seeing in Buddhism can be read in terms of like the reaction to Buddhism, the reaction to the dislocation and effects of capitalism, and trying to hold on to a quote unquote authentic tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Kill one and kill one. And kill one and kill one. And kill one and kill one.